Viewers, right on top, I'm going to cut across to the latest news break that we are getting in. Sonia Gandhi has just left the Enforcement Directorate after hours of questioning. It's her second day where she was interrogated, all in the backdrop of all Congress top brass leaders out on the streets in what they call the Sonia Satyagraha, or the Satyagraha, where from Sansad to Sadak, the Congress taking its fight against the government from the parliament to the streets, at the back of Sonia Gandhi being questioned for the second day by the ED. She's just left the ED office. You can see those visuals coming in from there. Her second day of questioning concluding. Cutting across to Shreya Chatterjee, who's joining us with the latest. Shreya, you know, in the backdrop of all the protests that have been seen where the Congress is concerned out on the streets, give us the latest of whatever is filtering in or what transpired today at the ED office with the questioning of Sonia Gandhi's second day.
Well, what happened today in the Enforcement Directorate was Sonia Gandhi was grilled for the second time. She first appeared on the 21st of July. Roughly for around 6 hours, she was questioned with a break that she got in between when she went for lunch. The questions revolved around her role in Young India Private Limited. She's being questioned because she's a director as well as a 38% shareholder in Young India Private Limited. What we do understand from our sources inside the ED, that today's question revolved around the fact that why did she actually...
I'm interjecting you on that, is if you can quickly take us through the latest news break that is also filtering in. Sonia Gandhi has been called again for the third time tomorrow. She's going to be questioned for the third day by the ED tomorrow. What more can you add?
Well, absolutely so, Preeti. This is the news that is breaking right now, that she's been summoned for the third time. Tomorrow she will again have to be appearing before the central agency. This will be the third time that she will be grilled again by the Enforcement Directorate. This comes at a backdrop, Preeti, when we've already seen that last time the Congress maintained that the agency did not have further questions to ask Sonia Gandhi. However, it seems a very different thing from the agency is concerned. Tomorrow, for the third time, she will have to appear before the agency. On the first day, she was questioned for 3 hours. Today, it was roughly 6 hours of questioning. And tomorrow, the questioning will also continue. Earlier, Rahul Gandhi has already been questioned in the same matter for over 50 hours.
Shreya, one reason which the Congress has constantly been claiming is the frail health of Sonia Gandhi, especially after her hospitalization post-COVID. Have any allowances been made this time around where Sonia Gandhi is concerned? Was she allowed a doctor? Was she allowed her lawyer who would be writing down her replies? Was she, as per protocol, has done this on her own, which is to write down her, whatever she has to say, whatever her submissions are, in writing herself?
Preeti, three things that we do know: that in the interrogation room, it's Sonia Gandhi alone who is facing the investigators who are there inside. However, Priyanka Gandhi is allowed to stay in a separate room with the medicines in hand, because we do know that Sonia Gandhi is not in the best of her health. What we also know, that the agency has very categorically said that if at all Sonia Gandhi doesn't feel well in between the questioning, she can raise that before the officers who are asking her the questions, and they will thereby allow her to leave the questions. So these are the three basic things, basic allowances that have been given to Sonia Gandhi, considering that she's not at the best of her health by the Enforcement Directorate.